Hello there. Welcome to another season of Basement Party. Now, I know you're used to hearing Brent's voice here, but if you've listened to other seasons, you'll recognize me from a few. Celeste and the Waterdeep one that started it all. Also, currently is Alice Jones in Dungeons of Drakenheim. I've been running this Curse of Strahd campaign for over a year now, and I have a fantastic group of players. One of them poked me about recording our sessions, and now here we are, bringing you in at well over half of the campaign. You're being brought in just as the party is headed from Vallaki to Castle Ravenloft for the heist. This time running Curse of Strahd, I have been following Dragnacarta's Ravenloft Reloaded since the beginning. Check his work out at StrahdReloaded.com. Amazing work from him and the many other talented minds in his Patreon Discord server. This is my third time running Strahd, and between Dragna's reconstruction and my players who bless me weekly with their stunning minds, this campaign has etched itself into my heart. Absolutely the most fun I have ever had running a game. Super quickly, I'll give you a wet sweat on the player characters, and then we'll just dump you right in. Ambrosi Targalov is a reborn human paladin who at this point actually does not have his paladin class features. After dinner with Strahd, he revoked his oath, seeing how fallen Strahd has become. He is currently in the throes of finding a new cause to fight for. You'll recognize Shane's voice from the current Dungeons of Drakenheim season as Louis Goldbound. We have Bailey Edwards, Miss I Have Concerns, an Aasimar light domain cleric of the Morning Lord. Though this is not how she started her journey. Through everything she's learned to give a damn. She's tough-loved mixed with a concerned, prissy package. Isaac, the changeling bard and charlatan. Since they've joined the group, they've taken over the devil-may-care attitude from Phil and have bonded themselves to Ambrose since happening upon him. Still unaware of the dangers of the land, Isaac has something they're seeking along with trying to keep their paladin alive, or bring back to life. Phil McCracken, the half-elf Gloomstalker ranger who has a bad run-in with bunnies and a dad joke always at the ready. Ever irritated with the party's constant need for light, he's been a steadfast companion to the group. Keeping the humor needed in a horror campaign, you'll recognize Dova from the current Dungeons of Drakenheim game as Ron. Otis Bauer, an ugly tiefling with a triple cleft chin and an emotional support skull named Hans Godfrey. A wizard necromancer, he has been the one enjoying his time here in the midst of Barovia the most. Looking for power, maybe a place to call home. You recognize the fearless leader of Basement Party, Brent, playing him out. And last but not least, we have Zaire, who I can't pronounce his last name, we'll have to hear him say it, but he's a Dusk Elf fighter with shorn ears and a fierce determination to reclaim his people's land. He carries the heavy burden of being the chosen one, and through time spent, his lack of regard for others' feelings has softened towards the party and the allies that they are collecting. I hope you'll enjoy listening to the podcast, at least a fraction of what I do running this game for this lovely group of souls. Now, we'll get into it with a little recap from Shane, and onwards to the castle. Thanks for listening. Let's see if you play. Look at that. That was kind of creepy.
That was bougie.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate
That guy's
it.
a little saucy. Now recording.
That was a little creepsters.
Myself on the recording. All right.
All right, recap us.
It's like the Halo voice. Oh my
It
gosh.
was.
Last time on Curse of Strahd, the party awakens from their shared nightmare, reunited once more with Isaac, who had seemingly fallen within the nightmare scape in the mind of Varushka, and Hans as well, reformed from the bone fragments and seemingly unharmed in Otis's hand. While their possessions from Varushka's dream are gone, the shadow of the once servant of the castle still remains within the closet space, hanging anxiously over the party's reunion. Using the closet's secret coat hanger and a bit of interpretation or pantomiming from Varushka, the party opens the same trap door that appeared multiple times within Varushka's dream. This trapdoor led to what seemed to be an alchemy workshop and cupboard space. with Farushka's spirit guiding the party further on into the western room. However, in the alchemy workshop itself, Otis discovered several potions in several of the storage shelves along the back wall that might prove useful in our future castle romping. Moving on, inside of the western room, the party discovers a dilapidated and destroyed bedroom, sliced to shreds, timbers broken and shattered to the floor, and claw marks, deep gouges in stonework dotting the sides of the walls. Beyond the western room, a tower leading both up and down. However, Farushka points just up the stairs to a small section of the wall in which Ambrosi finds that she had hidden a farewell letter, a diamond ring, and the Seer tarot card. Interested in what might lay beyond the hidden alcove or cubby that Varushka had shown them, Ambrosi stands watch while some of the others gather back in the alchemical workshop and destroyed bedroom, while Otis and Zare scout both the lower and upper parts of the tower. The lower parts of the tower, thankfully, led simply to the landing where the party had left Escher, one of the vampire brides of Strahd, who was guarding the same bedroom door that the party had just left from through the trapdoor. Moving back up the stairs, Otis and Zare scout the upper space and are terrified of what they have discovered, but refuse to say anything more until the party leaves the castle grounds. Returning as quickly as we could before being discovered outside of the bedroom chambers, the party is led, or rather escorted, from the bedroom back down below to the main floor, where Strahd sends off the party, though not before words, shields, and warning are exchanged between the groups. As the party leaves the castle grounds in Strahd's carriage, 3 of the brides can be seen from the gatehouse as the carriage ambles over the drawbridge and down the road, and with Nadezha, the corpse of the woman in Strahd's wine cellar, in tow. As the party makes their way to Vallaki, having left the carriage, Ambrosi, in a soft or perhaps dim-hearted fashion, grants back the broken elven sword to Zare and apologizes for the harm his people of Barovia have done to him and to his people. The party then agrees that several things need to be done before we can go back to Castle Ravenloft. Some, such as Zare, heads off to the Vistani camp, searching for aid, and while the Dusk Elves are not willing to join the party, Van Richten, who is still at the Vistani encampment, manages to offer Zare a rough map of the castle. Meanwhile, Bailey and Ambrosi go to Father Lucian and bury the corpse of the woman from Ravenloft. And Ambrosi admits to Father Lucian that he has no longer the gifts that he once held, and his powers as a paladin are no more. Father Lucian, in an aside after Ambrosi leaves the visit, and after the woman's body is buried, tells Bailey that she should look out for Ambrosi, as his current state is very endangered, or at least that he might not be well in the coming challenges that might attack the party. On the way to Baroness Walker's estate, which Ambrosi asks Bailey if she'll accompany, Ambrosi admits to Bailey that he has no powers, that the nightmare within Varushka's dream and the sight of a desiccated woman from Strahd's wine cellar had finally snapped what little hope he had for the Lord of the land of Barovia. And perhaps against his better judgment, or perhaps with hopes of shedding himself of his former allegiances, Ambrosi leaves behind what tokens of Strahd he has left, including his armor and tabard that Baroness Wachter had given him. Upon informing Baroness Wachter that he had blabbed to Strahd about her involvement in the party's goings-on, and specifically with Van Richten, and rumors of where he might be found. Hearing the news of Ambrosi's plight, Bailey tells Ambrosi that it would be wise to inform the party of its changed state. And so the party reunited again in the Blue Water Inn, discussed their plans to storm Castle Ravenloft, and he informs the party of his lack of abilities before the day of the castle diving, where the party must recover the skull of Argynvost, the prisoner known as Emil, the abbot's statuette, and other possible things that might be found, like a certain clockwork nightmare, that we might hopefully stumble upon as we make our way this day. Curses. Where we pick up.
Very nice. Does anybody have anything they would like to add? Does anybody want to list out all the objectives that the party has been given to find in Castle Ravenloft?
Yeah, I only wrote 3 down. I kind of forgot the other ones other than the clockwork thing, so apologies, guys.
Rescue the dude.
That's Emil, yeah.
Retrieve the Argynvost dragon skull.
Yeah, get skull.
Find the clockwork doodad and actually retrieve it, right?
I think
Blinksy did ask you guys if you ever went to the castle to find it, yes.
But we may have lost our chance on that. Right?
It depends if Farushka's memory is real. I don't think it was.
Okay.
Find Gertruda. Gertruda.
The whole reason Doru's going with you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh shoot.
Get the statue for the abbot, right? Like
Yes.
down in the crypts. Yeah.
I feel like we're missing. We have so much to do. It's a little overwhelming.
Save dude for the Wolfpack people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
Emil.
going to tell you exactly, but there's 2 staves, spears, quarterstaff. One's a spear, one's a quarterstaff. You can find in this place.
One's a spear and one's a quarterstaff. Gotcha. Do we have any context of like why they're important? Like,
You've had the context.
what? Anybody remember this?
Well, there's the spear associated with Kavan, although Ambrosi wasn't there for that conversation, that you guys found out that he used to do a whole bunch of the warlord guy that was in the Circle of Stones that was dead. It's the spear of one of the goddesses.
That's right. Okay.
I thought that was at King Berov's tomb, but maybe I'm mistaken on that.
I need to check our Taroka things and see if there's anything else that was like blatantly obvious that we're forgetting here.
As far as the staff, that would be a context clue situation. If anybody called it out.
Was there something about Kazan's tower? Like, wasn't Victor looking for a staff and he found the book instead? Or something like that? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean, that is a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, because he was trying to get, oh god, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name. His not girlfriend. He has no romantic feelings for at all.
Is Stella Victor's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Girlfriend, not girlfriend. But yeah.
It's
They're
the
teenagers.
daughter of Lady Wachter.
look, his situationship that he likes, sort of, but not really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we may have been able to use the staff or something to do some ethereal type of stuff or something to that effect. That's the reason why we were looking for it initially.
Mhm.
Then, but yeah, we found other ways to do that.
Yeah.
But we didn't find the staff there.
No.
So okay,
I didn't think. Wait, did we learn he was in the castle at some point?
I don't recall.
Hmm.
I'm gonna write it down though. All right, we're finding staff here. Let's do it, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Hey,
question.
stick.
Find the sticks. Stick of
Question.
No, I mean it's more a question for them than for you because you
Okay.
can't tell us. The marionette card. Did we solve that one, or is this
Was not here for that.
truth.
What's the marionette one?
the marionette one? I have the note that says like, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him, a crowned, grinning emperor reaching for a goblet of wine. Strings disappear into the darkness overhead. That's what it looks like. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. And was that, Argynvost one?
No,
No,
that
No, that's something else.
about to find out today.
Brent's like, oh shit.
Well, that's something else to keep in mind. Okay.
All right. Good stuff. You guys find yourselves heading down the road, leaving Vallaki, with everybody in the party, plus Irina, Esmeralda, and Doru. You know you have a decent ass walk in front of you, so if you guys would like to have any talking while you're walking, feel free to. And when you're ready, I can fast forward us. Anybody want any conversations to have?
Yeah, Isaac, for the better part of the day, has been really distracted from conversation. And anybody paying attention to that would realize that they're like making their hand like look a little like they've like focusing on changing specific parts of their body rather than their whole body. And like it's finally like figured it out. Like snaps like okay. Ambrose, Ambi, now that you're like now that you can't do magic, I think I have something that could work for you if things get really bad.
I appreciate what help you can provide.
Yeah, how do you feel about being like a giant ape? Or like a bear?
There. I mean,
Or like whatever creature comes to mind, like a dog, I can make you a warhorse. I could turn you into Nadeja?
would I have the same skeletal face as her?
It's gonna be so much fun to find out.
Would be interesting. Can I make an Arcana check to try to figure out what Isaac's talking about, Dice?
I don't know if Ambi would know this.
Okay, fair enough. I'm trained. I'm just curious if we apply in this situation. I mean, if my skills as a warrior are what little I can provide, but if this would aid us in some way, then I would be fine.
Wonderful. Just if you feel magic, don't from me. Just let it happen. It's gonna be scary. I've never used it, so hopefully it works. But you'll be fine.
You'll find me much easier to alter.
Okay, well, just don't get hit. That's generally what I try to do. And now that you kind of can't like heal yourself, you might not want to be like the main person. I think we should leave that to scary elf guy over there.
Perhaps. I'll thank you for what help you can provide.
No problem. It's weird that I'm the stronger one right now. I don't like it. You should fix it. Is there a way you can fix it? Do you gotta, like, write a letter?
Ambrosi looks at you. He doesn't have an answer. I don't know.
Have you prayed on it? Does that work?
I haven't heard of it.
Bailey!
Hmm?
How can you shoot God into him?
It doesn't really work that way, but we are going to have discussions, and he's going to figure it out, aren't you, Ambi?
Should we have those conversations now before we go into the scary castle and he could potentially die again? I'm not trying to put pressure on you. That's mostly a dig at him.
I mean, you saw what you saw in Verushka's nightmare. Do you have an answer?
I mean, no, but like, what is your? Was it just your faith in Strahd that kept you powerful?
I thought you were a follower of the Morning Lord. Did I misunderstand that somewhere?
I am.
But like, why does
so was
giving
Lord
up?
So, Isaac, I think you were napping or something when this part of the conversation happened. But I did tell him he should lean into that faith. Just lean into that a little bit and let that guide him. And, maybe something will come back. A little something.
Well, like, his power came from believing in not just his lord, but like the light guy that you guys believe in. But also Strahd. So
no,
like not his fate, but like that connection point. Just believe in us. There you go. Just believe in us, and that'll fix all your problems, I'm sure.
Do you think yourself mightier than Lord Zarevich, Isaac?
Myself? No. But I mean, hope is better than no hope.
The Morning Lord cannot change Lord Zarevich.
You don't know that.
I don't think the Morning Lord is here, Bailey. I think you're here.
What do we care about changing him? He's already God. I understand you cared about him, how you fought for him, but you've given him up. Why are we trying to change him?
We can't.
Exactly. So why does the Morning Lord being able to change him matter?
Because the thing that is in that castle is evil. Because it made a pact with something that damned an entire kingdom with his word. And you want to stand against that. You think you can.
I mean,
I think it's better to try than to just let him murder all of us without at least putting up a fight.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll fix this conversation up, pick it up later, because I got a rebuttal, but alright.
Let's focus on the castle.
Bailey, side eyes Isaac.
Oh, Isaac's just fully not getting off into Deja, still in Ambrosie's space.
Oh, yeah, Ambrosie's just next the horse.
Full on.
Flat, stared in the head.
Isaac is putting themselves just like that. I'm still here. I'm not going away. But doesn't continue the conversation.
Anybody else want anything as you guys travel down this road with the Svalich woods kind of spookily mystified on the other side of you?
Yeah, so we know how we're getting over the drawbridge. How are we getting in?
Esmeralda kind of pipes up as you say that, Phil. Yeah, I was actually wondering. We said we're trying to go for that back entrance. Is that the only way in that we know of?
That's the only one I know about.
Well, when we saw Varushka's memories, there was a servants' quarters entrance as well.
That's the same one we're talking about, right?
Yep.
I believe so.
And we're hoping there's enough birds to get us across.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm feeling pretty limber. If there's rope taken across, I'm down to climb it. It's kind of what I do.
Oh, you mean the moat. Apologies.
The moat?
The
You mean
chasm.
just the lack of nothing around it?
And Brizzy nods. I had forgotten.
Alright.
Dice, if I tie a rope to a javelin, can I hurl it over the chasm?
But can you hurl it 50 feet?
Yes! Any Willy Wonka fans out there?
Yeah, but that's probably pretty rough.
I mean, technically, a javelin has a range of like 90 feet max, but 30 feet is the short range.
Yeah, so I'd say effectively it would have to fall in range.
Okay, so I couldn't hurl it so far beyond the chasm that it would like stick in the ground.
I mean, a climbing kit's gonna be a better bet. The ones that Otis had grabbed.
But how would we get the rope across? Would we just like throw it?
No, I have some grappling hooks.
He's got grappling hooks.
Oh! We throw it to the ground, dig it in, and then hope it holds. Oh, good work.
Everybody can go look in a player handouts. I don't know, the last thing I posted was like a concept of Ravenloft. It's pretty spot on about like, yeah, it's pretty spot on as far as the drawbridge, the high walls, and it's literally like on a pillar with nothing around it.
So we have to get to the front of the castle, and that's like 30 feet. That bridge is like 30 feet across.
That bridge is 50 feet.
50. Oh, okay. So
Alright.
we'd hurl the grappling hook, have it latch into the stone, pull it tight, and then leap off into the chasm and swing across. Is that the plan?
Esmeralda kind of shrugs, and Doru and Irina have been following you guys, but they've been quietly catching up, because you guys would remember that they're childhood friends. So Doru and Irina would look up, and I mean, Doru was saying that if we can fly, there's in the South Tower, there's a hole that the bats fly in and out of that goes straight down into this as an option if we can get to it.
So maybe this will help. I guess I'm more out of game. Do you guys want to try to use a whiteboard to look at this stuff together?
Or like the map
These
of the castle?
images? Yeah.
That's up to y'all.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look, you click this link, you go ahead and join in there, and then we can put these images in here, and
We can doodle on it.
copy image, and place, there's one, and where's the other one? Here's the other one. Copy image, then 2. So, oh, well, there's one. Damn it! I got rid of the other one by mistake. Okay. Copy image, and here we go. Okay. So I imagine, I don't know, maybe we've kind of drew this layout ourselves or something. But either way, we got to have all of our notes, and we're all looking kind of over it, right?
You were given maps drawn by Doru and
Yes.
Van Brigden that are pretty like box and lined like this, yeah. Correct.
If you right and hold, right click and hold, you can drag the canvas around. So, anyway, okay. Let's figure this out, folks. All right, so we're talking about what? Going over the moat, using our raven friends, getting to walls, throwing grappling hook over walls, and we're trying to get into the servants' quarters, right? That's what we agreed with. So, that means that we're going to have to approach from what, the north, kind of northeast, directly north.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like next we have to think of like, okay, what we know where some of the things we need are. The question is how much effort is it going to take to get it, and the order we should get these things, right? I'm feeling like we should try to get the stuff upstairs first, above ground, and then maybe the stuff in the catacombs, or maybe everything is in the catacombs. We know that the statue, the abbot statue, I'm just gonna put A for abbot, is in the catacombs, in the tomb, or somewhere in that area. And then
we also know the catacombs is the most dangerous place in the castle, most likely.
And don't we also supposed to make sure that he leaves
before we go in? Yes.
Yeah, Esmeralda's like, yeah,
he leaves.
We're not trying to get in there until we see Strahd leave. 100%.
Oh yes, the castle. Yes, 100%. When he leaves, that's when we go. And how much time do we got? I mean, when does he come back? Daybreak, right? Right before daybreak?
How long does he sleep?
I mean, like.
Isaac?
Oh shit. He comes. Oh god, do I have that written down? Won't return until sun is out.
Okay, so daybreak. So we have the entire night. When do we know sun's down? Like, when is sun down? 6 p.m. 5 p.m. So
A little after 5 is when dusk fully hits. And you know the sun is fully up by 7.
By 7. So we have about like 14 or 15 hours.
I don't want to stay up that late if we can avoid it.
Well, yeah, of course, but we just know that we're there that long, we have problems.
I mean, and I'm assuming his brides, at least a few of them, are still going to be there, so we have to avoid them.
Do we know where Isaac? Did you ever figure out like where they reside?
No, I was not given that information. It was less of a conversation, more like I was told things in a direct line, and then got told to go away.
Escher will be in perhaps his room. We know where his abode is. We should avoid that place, at least, if we can manage it.
Okay. How do you spell his name, Escher?
Escher, I think.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And his room was the quarters we stayed in.
Yes.
Alright, so we know that area is above the Grand Hall. We bumped that south in the Grand Hall, like around here, right? How do you ping? Can I ping? Oh, whatever. But we know that we slept here, south tower. Mm-hmm. That's where we were, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we know Escher is over there. Maybe when we release, or we find Gertruda or the servants or somebody. What about if we find that man, that gentleman, the servant with the mask on? Maybe he will know where everybody else is staying. But it'll be a good idea to try to find that out if we can while we're there. Is like, where are our main enemies? And to be on the lookout for them.
To make ourselves known, even to the mortal servants of.
I'm just saying it may happen. Like if we run across fellow, I don't think we have a bad reputation with him. We did try to save him some face.
I mean,
pun intended.
If anyone discovers us in the castle, and they are more afraid of what might happen to them. It may alert rise within the castle.
But I'm just saying we may have potential allies, right? Like if we see guy with mask, I mean, our first instinct shouldn't be to like just slay him because he may go run through the castle and alert everybody. I mean, maybe he'll be able to go ahead and help us to some capacity. That's all I'm saying. I mean, obviously, if we come across a scenario where there's, I don't know, some guard or somebody alerted, we need to, deal with them how we may. The larger point is that we need to just be aware, I guess, if we get an opportunity to know where our enemies are, we should go ahead and seize that. But let's see here. All right, so South Tower, we know that's where Escher is at, but we also know that if we come into the servants' quarters, all right, let me mark on here where our other items are. I'm sorry, I'm a visual learner. So, Abbott statue down here, and we had an idea of where the dragon's skull was, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the lower hall, it was
The chapel? Where was it?
Yeah, the stairs down from the chapel.
Yeah.
Leads to it.
So yeah, because we came up, then we came downstairs, and we found ourselves in a long hall with Strahd, right? And then when Zare was running, he found the skull down that area, near that area, correct?
To get to it, we need to go through the servants' hall, through that mirror, down the stairs in the tower. That's what I remember.
Yeah, but the skull is in the long hall or the chapel, somewhere around there, right? Skull. Okay. Now, where's the dungeons where we need to rescue? What's his face?
I'm assuming down the same level of the catacombs, probably.
Okay. So
Actually, that's
if it's a dungeon, it's
I don't
probably
see any
down
dungeons
there.
on this map.
Dice, like, did anybody tell us anything about there being a dungeon in here? I would imagine so, right?
Nope.
Like, no, nobody.
You've heard there's dungeons, but neither Van Brigten or Doru gave you information on them.
All right, well, we're gonna have to find out where. I mean, I'd imagine a place this big has to have some type of gaol, dungeon, prison area.
Perhaps that's something we should ask the servants.
Stella.
Yes. So, we're going to be looking for a servant then, right? To maybe get some questions.
Perhaps we can knock them out after we ask them questions.
I mean, Isaac, do you know if did you run across anybody else there that you would be able to visually identify as a friend, besides the unfortunate girl who was killed?
Not really. I mean, I was really just in a room and then pushed out of a room.
Okay. Well, I guess then we're going to have to ask somebody here some questions, so we're going to have to be on the lookout to do that, because we need to find out where's the dungeon. Because that's going to let us know where, our other objective is. I imagine the dungeon has to be somewhere between the catacombs and the upper level, right? Like, would have to be underground.
It might be. If Van Richten, who seems to have much experience with the layout of this castle, couldn't find it, it might be hidden somewhere.
Okay.
Perhaps there is a false wall or door we cannot see without proper time to find it.
Alright. So we suspect two of the captives we must save is in the dungeon. Is that true?
Yes, Emil and at least Emil, if not Gertruda.
Emil and Gertruda. Alright. So it looks like we may have to. It looks like the easiest target. Well, I could be wrong. I mean, it's dead center of the castle right now, but above ground is the skull. I imagine it'd be easier to carry the objects around and have them first before we start escorting prisoners who may not have weapons or defenses.
You would know
So-
that the skull is not at a ground. It was below ground.
Okay.
So you know. Sasha did tell Isaac, and it's in Isaac's notes, that the dragon skull was in a basement chamber on the west wooden doors, west
Yeah,
of the
they-
kitchen.
They moved it.
Which Isaac and I have been to the kitchens. The problem is the kitchen stairway is that south tower stair, and it's very likely that one of the brides may be in that area.
And Gertruda is on the 3rd floor king suite.
And we must also
Okay.
consider the Beastman butler. I can't remember his name, but he might be in the kitchens preparing something.
That was the other
Gertruda is. What did you say?
In
North
the
Tower?
third floor king suite.
3rd floor. All right. Do we have any idea what the king suite is?
It's the 3rd floor king suite.
We know it's on the 3rd floor, but
Yeah.
No,
what? All right.
this map actually only has the catacombs in the 1st floor. From the looks of it, it doesn't even have Escher's room.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't some of you explore a little bit on that 3rd floor, though?
Yes. What did you find?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. So, let's see here. Okay. Jason hasn't got here yet. So, in our notes here, we have the South Tower, I believe. Let's see. Catacombs, South Tower stairs. The heart of the castle is what our notes say, and I promise you, it is a heart. It's
You mean
a massive blood crystal heart the size of it may fit in a titan's chest. It's occupied, hovering in the middle of the South Tower. No, that was the North Tower. No, South Tower. Yes. That's what Zara and I saw. We came out of the trapdoor in the closet. As you remember, we went up there one last time, and it led outside to a causeway that branched over to the South Tower, and in there was this. I just look like I have no other words for it. It's a massive beating heart radiating a strange demonic power. Now, if that's the heart of the castle, I mean, we may want to note after we get things out of this place, and I guess on a final return to Ravenloft, maybe, that we need to go there. But it looked very dangerous. I would not say we should hang around the giant beating floating heart with weapons on the walls a long time. It did not look good.
Well, that seems ominous.
Yes, so there's that. But anyway, but that's not here. We're not going there to deal with that right now. I feel like if we can, we just need to avoid that area, and we may not be able to if we have to come in through the servants' corridors, then backtrack through those secret passages, to Escher's area, where that tower is. I mean, we may have to go through it, but I'm just saying it's there. It's something to watch out for.
we might have to pass by the area to get to where we need to go.
Yeah.
Especially Gertruda.
Hopefully
gotta
she's
get her.
with the meal in the dungeon.
No, she's in the king suite.
Oh,
She's on the
Oh,
3rd floor
Rosie.
in the king suite.
sorry.
That's Gertruda. Gertruda, King's Suite, 3rd floor. And Emil, most likely in the dungeons. So, if Gertrude is staying in the King Suite, it may be beneficial to get her first. She may be very knowledgeable about what's going on at the castle, who's staying where. She may be able to help us find the dungeons.
Probably.
It may be beneficial to go and try to get her first. And then we head down and we try to snag the skull along the way. And then once we hit the catacombs, we hope that there's a way into the dungeons or the prison cells down there, and we can get a meal. And it feels like the final task may be to go to the catacombs and get the statue. Or the
Won't we be entering the castle from the servant side, though?
Yes, servant side, then secret passageway, right? That leads
to a tower stairway that leads down to the skull.
The meal's kind of important.
I wish we knew where the dungeons were.
We don't know, but Gertruda may.
There's something that
She should talk to Gertruda about anyone else in this castle. They might know something. And they won't be an enemy.
What else, Isaac?
Well, depending on if somebody's capable of being charmed by somebody like me, I can just make somebody guide us for 8 hours.
Assuming it works.
Yeah, but
What if it
I
doesn't?
recall if you
Like, worst
fail,
case,
they
we kill
become
them.
hostile.
I mean, worst case, we kill them if they're a bad person.
Well, I can knock them unconscious.
Well, yeah, that may be. I think that's a good idea, Isaac. I think that, I don't know, maybe for some reason Gertruda sees us as an enemy. Maybe we can then try to suggest her help. If that doesn't work, then maybe we can knock her out. But
Doru could probably talk to her.
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
I'm
he's
just saying,
with us,
you know,
right?
Yeah. I'm just. I don't know. Maybe she's magically affected, or who
Wait,
knows?
no, that's a good point. What happens if we find Gertruda and she is this door,
I'm sorry. You said find Gertruda and what?
and she has been changed, turned? What do we do?
That's.
I still gotta-
I look at Doru. Yeah, I'm like, I give him a look like, you know probably what must be done in that case.
And Doro kind of tilts his head because he's turned. He's a vampire, and he just looks at you like the same, like giving you the look, and he goes, "The same thing you did with me. You give her a chance."
We don't have time to
We do.
train and coach her in the middle of Ravenloft to be our friend. Like, what if she's
I'll deal with her then.
okay? All right.
Look, I believe Doru
You all right with that, Doru?
can
Take
talk
on that
to.
burden.
Doru can talk to her. We at least give her that chance.
This is true. Doru, you have your assignment. If that happens, it's your court.
He just
All right.
gives you a look like, duh. Like he's going for his girl. Hi, Jason.
Of love.
Sarah's here. You guys are on the road from Vallaki. You guys are down the road talking about what the plans are, and Brent posted a whiteboard if you wanted to jump on it. It's kind of got notes and stuff on the maps.
Nice.
Fine
They
drawing.
have, yeah.
So I kind of
So
want to
where you
draw a
guys are at.
line of our path, right? Servants' quarters entrance. That's where we're coming in, right? That's our entrance point, right?
Unless we want to somehow go down the creepy bat tower.
No. Which one is the creepy bat tower?
The South Tower.
No, that's where the heart is at. I don't think we want to.
No, the heart is in the North Tower.
South Tower stairs, heart of the castle. Okay.
It's in the North Tower?
It says. I'm
heart-
just looking at the notes. It says South Tower stairs, heart of the castle.
Yeah, because Doris. Yeah, because you can get everywhere from there.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
There's the angry heart.
Yes.
In the
All
north.
right.
North.
An angry heart.
So is our path then from the servants' entrance to the servants' hall?
Yes, to the skull. That will be the simplest to take.
All right. Collect skull there.
After that, I think you're right. I think we need to find Gertruda and get a guy. If we could talk to Varushka, but she's too close to Escher's room for that to be safe.
We need to find a way back upstairs to the 3rd floor.
Can we not? No, because the highest part of that northern tower, Otis, you said was this strange crystal heart thing. There was no bedrooms beyond that, were there?
No, just stairs that went up and down.
Didn't it? Oh, no. It must be along the southern tower.
The bats. The bat tower.
Yes.
You
That's
guys
that-
remember being
that's
taken up
locked.
when you guys went up to the guest suite. You remember going up several flights. Like you were probably 4th floor when you were in your guest suite.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then we end up going into the Hall of Marks to that. This is that stairwell, right?
Yeah, that's the stairwell you guys would have been.
Yeah.
You guys had gone up to get up to the guest suite, and Ambrose and Isaac had gone down to get to the kitchens.
We can
Okay.
use. Then we could not go all the way to Escher's room, but go to the 3rd floor and seek out this suite that Gertruda's in.
Yes. We get Gertruda. Hopefully she has some information on where the dungeon is at. Then maybe she can help us take the best path down to the dungeon. Maybe we can get a meal. Hopefully the dungeon is connected to the catacombs. If it's not connected to the catacombs, then we're going to have to come back up, I guess, and maneuver our way across over to the catacombs, back down. And then the question is how do we get out of this place, right? I mean, are we going to just try with 2 prisoners to backtrack our way to the servants' entrance and back over the wall, or
There will be guards in the entryway. Escher and the other bride were standing watch, and we saw the 3 as we left the carriage. I assume the front courtyard would be the worst way to leave.
yes.
So we must go back the way we came in. It's the only safe way.
Well, it's best to not draw attention to ourselves then.
Well, I did pick up some oops. I did finish some studies, and I was able to learn a few new tricks. I flipped to a page in my spell book, and I tell you guys the mechanics of Arcane Eye.
Oh, nice.
This should be
Ooh.
useful.
As I look up Arcane Eye.
Can make an Arcana check to understand the implications of Arcane Eye. Well,
I mean, he's telling you.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Look, I
I want to intuit it.
look. If we have an issue finding Emil, I can probably at least have a chance of finding him if we can get relatively close to where he's at.
If it's hidden behind stone, will your incantation still work, Bailey?
I think it depends on how much.
We do have the Lantern of Revealing, to help us.
Find secret things?
Yes.
And if I don't need to use my churn and be into an ape, I can get myself and somebody pretty far away and kind of like open up a door
For all of us?
for me and one person.
What should I do with Nadezha? She can't come with us into the castle. Should I tell her to head off back to that wooden copse that we were at with Varushka's litter and wait?
Yeah, keep her out of sight as much as possible, because if there's any visual that we're there, he's not going to leave. He's going to come find us.
All right. Perhaps as we pass by, Isaac, you'll have to get off, but I'll send her there to wait. Is that spot within a mile of the castle, Dice? In
No.
your head? No. Okay, never mind then.
Absolutely not.
But we do pass
I know
by
that.
it and come to the castle.
You pass by it before you get to the gates. Yes.
Okay.
About how far are we from the castle? Like, a couple hours walk, an hour walk?
You guys are about 4 hours. You guys left Vallaki with about 4 hours. With getting there about 5 o'clock. You guys have been walking and talking for about 40 minutes at this point.
So we're not even to like the fields in front of the windmill yet.
No.
Okay.
You guys got a hot minute and a trek. Does anybody have any last things they'd like to say before I move you guys further?
What is this? In Discord
Oh.
it says light curtain. What is the light curtain? Light curtain. Huh. That must be where Strahd's tomb's at. I see.
Who said the light curtain?
I did. It said well lit.
Doru said that.
Oh.
Yeah.
If we, Doru, perhaps you can help me understand your connection to the devil, but he shakes as he says that word. If one of the brides see us, if we are discovered, will it simply be the castle's defenses that are alarmed, or will the devil know we're there immediately?
Doru kind of blinks and thinks for a second and gives a not sure how that works.
If it's not the case that Lord Zarovich is there, should we take the opportunity to slay one of the brides?
Or all of them.
It may become that if we choose to fight and not flee.
I think the best course of action is to not pick a fight and to get what we need and get out.
But if we are
exactly.
discovered, are we
I
to fight?
agree, Bailey, but, if we have no choice / opportunity,
Is it not better
But-
to try to just incapacitate them? If we slay them now, would that not just make him come for us immediately?
I don't
He
know.
might forgive us taking something, but killing one of his brides.
Are we? I mean, we are rescuing a prisoner of his kingdom. That is reason enough for him to hang us all as a lord of this land, but
I'm with Bailey. We will not have the time nor the strength to encounter all of them. We must slow them down and go.
I agree, 100%. If we got to defend ourselves, then we have to defend ourselves. But like, just stick around and fight longer than we have to. I feel like that's a death sentence.
stall, flee, and get what we need. Got it.
Barricade doors.
Esmeralda kind of chuckles at that. They can get through the doors.
It gives us time. I have no
Not
doubt. of their
much.
strength.
If
Better
I
than none.
You're just
If-
going to be running away until they find you again. Why don't you just take care of them if you run into them? What, instead of running away and letting them know exactly where we're at, where we're going, and knowing the castle better than us, and setting up a trap.
100%. I agree with that. If we have no choice but to fight them, yes. But to stick around.
are you saying you want us to try to actively trap them?
No, I'm
I don't
saying
know
that
about
if we
that.
run into them, we take care of them before they can trap us.
I like that one.
I do not have the means to ensorcel my blade.
Can you swing the sword?
Of course. I don't know if
All right.
silver will work though against them.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Ambrose.
I mean, I know
I would
I know
just
you're
say-
all pouty and stuff right now, Ambrose, but are you gonna actually do the thing, or are you gonna bitch the whole time? This is Esmeralda talking to you.
I will do what I can.
I mean,
Alright.
yeah, just seize the opportunity if we can, but I just will be wary of getting caught up in a long, battle in this
I mean,
place.
Me too, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna run away from a vampire and let it jump on my back.
That's
So,
also true. Okay, so here's the thing: if it does come down to that, we do end up having to fight one of the brides of Strahd. We're going to have to all attack the same one at the same time if possible. Try to get them down as quickly as possible, because all they're going to do is call more.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about. You get stuck trying to kill one, and then before you know it, they all show up, and now you're dead.
alright, so we got that done. We're going in through the servants' entrance, right? Are we good?
Right.
I think we have as much as we can plan.
Alright, well, just in case anybody's listening that we don't know is around, we probably should shut up and walk.
Right.
She'll kind of clap Ambi on the shoulder and start leading you guys down the road.
He'll nod, but he won't say anything.
You guys are about 2 hours into your walk now at this point. You've passed the windmill. The road continues forward, passing between a patch of dark woods. The air here is quiet as the grave, the trees standing perfectly still in unnerving silence. And you remember, you've seen this before, for those who have walked this path here near the windmill. That not far from the road, nestled in the overgrown underbrush, stands a mossy stone slab standing just under 6 feet in height. It rests on an old, cracked stone circle and seems to bear some kind of carving. Do you guys continue on, or did you wish to look at this again?
I remember you.
I'll give it a look.
Nope.
We have some time.
Those who go and investigate the
Mhm.
slab, you see again, it bears a crude carving of a raven over an engraved 3-pointed star. The grooves are lined with lichen and moss. And I actually have a picture of it now. That is symbology you guys see. It's in player handouts in the Discord.
A spiky raven.
Right?
No step on raven or squawk.
Have you seen this before, Ambrosi?
I have not. What is this? I don't think I have.
I kind of trace my fingers along it.
Okay.
Seems a marking, a waystone of some kind.
How about our resident expert and he'll look at Esmeralda?
Kind of cocks her head. I haven't noticed it yet. I haven't noticed it before. It's interesting though.
How big is it? Like
All
the
right.
size of my hand? Like the size of a piece of paper?
No, I mean it's on a stone's. I would say. Yeah, I mean the stone. It's the slab that it's standing on is 6 feet, like just barely under 6 feet, and it's resting on an old cracked stone circle. It's pretty big. It's pretty hefty.
So you couldn't like put a piece of paper on it and like charcoal rub over it?
Take a couple pieces of paper probably, but it's simple enough design. You easily could like write it down, draw it down.
Zero, do so.
Okay. As you guys kind of think about this for a moment, you continue down the road. And you find yourselves once more at the gates of Barovia. You They open as you approach, you pass through them, and they close as you approach, and you know that the crossroads are not too far ahead. As you get here, you catch a whiff of pipe smoke in the cold air, and you hear laughter through the fog. A splash of color pierces the dreary gray, revealing a horse-drawn wagon painted in bold red, blues, and golds. Brightly dressed Vistani amble alongside it, and an old Vistani man holds the reins gently from his place atop the coach. His long beard swaying gently in the chill wind as he puffs smoke rings from an old wooden pipe. Those of you who stayed at the Sayre Falls Vistani encampment recognize him as Stanimir. He stayed, and he was the one who did the Tale of Stories, where you had to guess. Yeah. Do you guys try to dodge, duck out of the way, or do you keep yourselves known on the road?
Phil would try to be less conspicuous.
Okay, you can roll me a stealth check if you want. Anybody else?
I mean, if nobody tells Ambrosia that we're avoiding this guy, he doesn't think much of it.
Bailey's gonna duck behind Ambrosia a little bit.
Sure.
Just be like, I'm just gonna kinda.
I trip.
Yeah, Phil, you think there's a brush you can hide behind, and you kind of step down, and like your foot falls into a rabbit hole, and you hear a little annoyed squeak on the other end.
Poor rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
You're bad luck for rabbits, man.
No shit.
You see at the moment that Stanimir spots you guys, and he waves out a warm greeting, and you guys kind of merge together with this I can't think today, the wagon, and the two other Vistani beside it, and he kind of smiles and has a little twinkle in his eye, and he's like, fine night for a stroll amidst the woods. Good to see some of your faces again, and some new ones.
Hi.
Greetings.
He nods at you two, and looks at the rest.
Hi.
It's good to see you again.
Yes. Alright. It's always good to see friendly faces on the road. And kind of getting the fact that you guys don't really want to talk, he kind of gives you a nod, and you guys go to pass each other on the road. You know, you guys going off at him, leading the cart, and the two other, and he gives knowing nods to Esmeralda, who gives kind of a wink and a smile back at them. And as he's going, you guys are passing, he goes, "Ah!" and he snaps. Friends, I have something for you. And he stops the wagon, digs into his pouch, holds it up. Not gonna make an old man get off the wagon, are you?
Phil will
No.
step up and grab it.
Yeah. I, was, Madam Ava asked me to give you all a gift if I came across you all, and thanks you all for assisting a dear friend of hers. And he hands it over to you, Phil. He then gives you a smile and waves and starts ambling back on down the road.
Oh, Stanimir. You
Yes?
would know this. The symbol, and he'll hold up his crude drawing of the thingy that we just passed by.
There we go.
Does this have significance?
Only thing I've ever heard of is, according to Madam Ava, the 3 points of the star represent foresight, resilience, and courage, friend.
Foresight, resilience, courage.
Mhm.
And with their powers combined, I'm sure it does something wonderful.
He just kind of
Releases
chuckles.
Captain Planet.
And he keeps ambling down the road. Phil, you looking at what you got handed?
Absolutely.
You see, you have a smooth, polished, palm-sized stone engraved with a carving of a circular avian eye.
Hmm. Can I decipher anything out of this?
Then a picture and a player handouts.
Yeah.
Fun.
Nice.
As I move the stone, does the eye keep looking at me?
No, but you've enough stuff. You can tell this is something magical about it. Probably have to spend some time with it or something to kind of get the information about it.
I can spend some time looking at it.
Yeah, you got enough walking time. Otis, I'd let you ritually cast Identify where you're walking as long as somebody's like steering you along the way.
Sounds good. I'll do that with Otis then.
Okay. Yeah, you do so, and I'll go ahead and Otis, you and Phil are kind of walking in the back doing this as the rest of the party's continuing on. And you find out, Otis, that this is a clairvoyant stone. And I'll share this, but while holding the stone to your eye, the stone's holder can use their action to whisper a location permitted by the clairvoyance spell. The holder then gains the effects of the clairvoyance spel. And the stone can be used to cast the clairvoyance spell 3 times. The 3rd time the spell is cast, the stone will crumble to dust after the spell ends. So clairvoyance has a casting time typically of 10 minutes, but it lets you do this as an action. It has a range of 1 mile, and it lasts for 10 minutes. And you create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, a place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is such as behind a door, around a corner, in a grove of trees, etc. The intangible and vulnerable sensor remains in place for the duration. When you cast a spell, choose seeing or hearing. You can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if you were in its space. And as a bonus action, you can switch between seeing and hearing. A creature that sees the sensor, such as a creature benefiting from sea invisibility or true sight, sees a luminous orb about the size of your fist. And the item is in roll 20.
Nifty. Okay.
Well, Madam Ava came just in time. This shall be very handy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys continue on.
Mm-hmm.
You guys finally do make it to the crossroads. And even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits into 2, widening towards the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. And last time you came through here, heading this way, you had a carriage waiting for you to take you towards the castle. You know you've probably got about 50 minutes or so before you reach the castle once you start heading down that road.
Is this where the wooden copse is, Dice, or is it further along?
The wooden what?
The
Oh, it would have
tree-
been back. It would have been back.
Okay, when that happened, Isaac, you'd have to get off Nadesha because Ambrosie's going to have her stay at the tree.
Yep. No problem, Isaac. Just hop right off, understanding it.
Cool.
As we
Sorry, I
get
forgot, Shane.
Oh, good. Yeah, we forget. It's fine.
when we get closer, Isaac's gonna call over to Otis, be like, Otis, come here. And Ambi, come here. And Isaac's going to say, we got this, everything's gonna go well, we're not gonna die. Isaac's gonna cast aid. Oh, that's the GM only. He's gonna cast aid. Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll write down my max hit points. Change them.
Otis and Ambrosia.
Hey.
yourself?
Yes.
Mark down your original max, guys, just in case it has to go back.
Mhm. You feel Isaac's magic coast over you. Ambi, you're familiar with their magic now. And, I don't know, is Otis... I don't think you've cast a spell on Otis yet before.
Nope.
And you you feel this spell kind of bolster you. And there's an odd taste in your mouth, Otis. And Ambrose and Isaac, as you're looking at Otis, his skin fades and that pocked mark comes back. The triple cleft chin comes back. His eyes yellow. His teeth kind of get a little darker, and the Otis that you have always known comes back.
Oh,
Aw.
Otis.
Do I
Otis
feel the
is no more.
change?
It feels
Otis
like,
is gone.
yeah, you feel it like how you felt it when you took the potion. You feel the reversing effects of it.
I
Ouch.
kind of look at my hands, and I take out the mirror, and I look in it.
You are as you know yourself to be.
I just quickly scoff and put it away. Well, we will not die, yes. And I have something to say that I've been meaning to say. I apologize at losing my steadiness the other day over Hans here. I promise it will not happen again. I know what I need to do.
There were many horrible things within that nightmare, Otis. I can't hold that against you.
I think it's fine. Cool over thinking you lost a friend.
More than a friend, yes. But
Yeah, you didn't kill us. We're cool. Promise.
let me ask all of you something. I think for a moment, if you were offered an opportunity to gain some type of tremendous power that you knew or had feeling that could be used to help your friends, and I look at all of you as my friends, and your own objectives, although taking this power may be detrimental in the long run, would you still do it?
This sounds like a trap, Otis.
Detrimental in what way?
You don't know. You just have a feeling that the power would be helpful. Indeed. Very helpful. But somehow you knew it would hurt you maybe in the end.
Were you tempted as such?
I don't answer that actually. But you get a sense from my non-answer, that's all you need to know. Would you do it?
Probably.
Yes.
I would be lying if I said I wouldn't think about it. But greater men than I have fallen to such temptations. Look at the land around you.
Otis, are you talking about the voice?
What do you mean, the voice?
When Vlad knocked you unconscious, did you hear a voice also?
I did, yes.
Are you talking about that voice?
I have seen it since.
Oh,
Not just heard it.
What was it?
I don't know. It may be an old god of this world.
Like Mother Night?
Could be. Something more powerful.
More powerful than a god.
Or more powerful god is I guess what I'm getting to.
I'd probably do it.
Did it offer you that deal?
And there's so many feelings. Yes, I think so.
I would be very careful about making pacts in this land with things you do not understand, lest you damn more than yourself.
So, I guess to answer your question, Otis, from my point of view, for me and me alone, I have no fear of my death. So, if the pact may eventually end my life but save everybody else, then yes, I would take it.
Hans has no words on the matter, unfortunately.
I've never actually heard his words. Just saying.
Yeah, does he have words? I thought this was like a weird little puppet thing.
Well, he speaks to Hans as we've spoken to the dead before, right, Hans?
Hans speaks when he chooses to. Most of the time it's a bit of Morse code, but you get kind of used to it, you know.
Just hear the Hans's teeth clacking together in like a laugh.
Okay, got it. It
And
is a
who
weird
is this
puppet thing.
Morris?
I mean, if it wasn't for Hans, I wouldn't know anything I know today. I wouldn't be here. I would be by myself in the morgue, talking with those who've moved on, or at least the remains of their flesh.
Well, I can tell that Hans has a very dry sense of humor.
Very desiccated sense of humor, yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
The reason I'm looking for the coin is to conjure his spirit. If I can get the gold I need, I can perform a ritual and I can summon him. And maybe in that form he can speak better of his needs.
If you find coin or treasure within the castle, I see no reason why you should not take it to aid us on our quest.
You hear that, Hans? It's a garage sale.
More clack laughing.
Anyway, thank you all for your wise words and honest words.
I have faith in you.
I have faith in you too, Isaac.
That's first. Cool.
You guys continue down this road towards the castle as what daylight there is fading. And takes probably another good 30 minutes of walking. And the mountain roads way between dark, craggy peaks. The plants and trees you pass become increasingly withered. Each new stem or trunk seems more twisted, more grotesque than the last. The vegetation soon sprouts vicious thorn-laden branches that claw towards the stormy skies above. A thick blanket of fog rolls across the road, creeping along the land like a skulking spider. Within it, eerie shapes occasionally form and dissipate. A grasping hand, a writhing serpent, a screaming face, then vanish as quickly as they came. After winding through the craggy mountain peaks, the road takes turn to the east. Twin stone guard towers stand before you, rotted wooden doors creaking in the wind. Beyond these twin turrets lies the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that plummets to unknown depths below. Across the chasm, the castle's old, shored-up wooden drawbridge stands defiantly shut. The great spires of Ravenloft tower above it, their silhouettes murky against the darkening sky. You see two distant figures patrol the castle parapets immediately above the drawbridge. As you guys stand there, looking out at the castle as the light's fading, knowing the time to come in, Phil, you hear a coming from the vegetation behind you.
I quickly turn around to look for the sound.
And you look, and you see the flapping of wings. You see a familiar raven with blue-tipped feathers dancing at your feet.
Oh, it's Muriel. Oh,
And
the one I think is Muriel.
she clacks her beak and goes into the brush, and you hear, and the rest of you hear and see this, and hear a faint, like, cawing, bleeding that she wants to be followed.
To follow.
I'm guessing the rest of the party does as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of leads you off to the brush, in a pretty thick, dense area where you can still see the castle, but you imagine you guys are harder to see. And as you get there, you see Muriel crouched on the ground with just flocks of ravens at her feet, throwing food at them. And she stands up and brushes off her hands and stands up and... Good to see you all. Have a nice trip down the road.
Are we supposed to feed the
Cool.
wildlife?
She kind of chuckles. You should always make friends with ravens.
Noted.
We had a stroll, let's go ahead and say. It was... But thank you for meeting us here.
Yeah,
And
I'm
helping
supposed
us.
to have them get you across there, and she points at the castle. What are we, where are we going? What are we doing?
We are going... And I kind of, I guess, gestured through the tree line towards
Yeah.
the northern portion of the castle.
Mhm.
We want to go ahead and get over as close as we can to the walls to the north. Just beyond those walls is some servants' quarters.
Alright. She kind of looks at everybody. It's gonna take about, like, a shit ton of birds to get everybody across. Did
As long
you
as we do it
notice?
in a way...
Yeah,
sorry.
she points back at the castle. You see those figures moving around?
Yes?
They patrol. If you wait and I've been watching them. We've been watching them. If you wait and watch them, and we time it right and we're quiet, should be able to get past them. If that's the way
Perfect.
you guys want to go. Also,
What are they? You know?
I haven't gotten close enough. No, I'm not going by myself. You're not expecting me to go in the castle with you guys, are you?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, scout, not
Well,
fighter.
are we
according to
able to call
Davian.
y'all to get back over?
Don't you have
by
that
chance?
whistle?
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like you got it all figured out, Philly.
Yeah, Muriel.
Kind of giggle. She kind of like chuckles. She's not a giggler.
Who
She kinda
wants to
chuckles.
hold the mirror?
Hey,
I don't want this thing.
You want it to be my job? I kind of
Yeah.
don't hold the weapon normally.
Go ahead, take it.
All right. So, is there a signal or something we're waiting for? You didn't. Oh, around the back too, because you did this thing's like on like a big stone pillar. There was like windows or something. You guys were trying to go in through that? You just want to go up and over the wall and go into the courtyards?
Yes, I mean if you can take us over the wall, that would save us.
Well,
a
I mean,
lot of work.
yeah, that's what Erwin was telling me the plan was. He kind of
Okay.
heard what you guys were talking about. I
Just to
wasn't
be
supposed to
clear.
say that.
Isaac.
Yeah.
The entry.
Hmm?
Is it outside the walls or inside the walls?
Looking at the castle, Ambi,
Mhm.
there is nothing but cliff outside of these walls. Outside these outer walls. And you guys knew when you were inside the courtyard, the castle was inside these big outer walls that you see.
So there's no space between the pillar of stone and the chasm. It's like the wall is sheer with the chasm.
There's very little room. It's not sheer with it, but it's not maintained. I mean, like I said, if you look closer at that picture, you can kind of see, like, it's literally, the pillar is big enough to hold this castle.
And like a 5-foot distance, just
Maybe in some spots.
In some spot. Okay, never mind then. He wouldn't say that.
Do we know that the windows that she's referring to are the ones we're supposed to access the servants' quarters?
No, they're like underneath. I'm right here, dude. You don't have to ask like that. They're right under, like around the back, like, but they're like down into the pillar. I don't know if you guys wanted to start at the bottom or if you guys. I mean, it's. I'll take you wherever.
Wait. There are windows in the stone pillar itself. That could... Are they barred?
No, they're just like big arched windows. Like, you kind of almost look like the cathedral ones.
Could be
Catacomb?
ending the catacombs.
Did you see any barred windows in the pillar of stone?
I didn't see shit, but the birds didn't say anything about barred windows, no.
Damn. I don't know where the
So,
dungeon
in the image that you shared of Castle Ravenloft, at the very, very bottom, is that what she's talking about? Like, you can barely see, like, there's like, looks like a little
It would be on
window.
the back half of the castle.
Back half.
But there's windows in that stone pillar.
Like,
below.
yeah, that the castle sits on, underneath it, yeah.
Our plan was to go into the servants' quarters. I don't know if you want to deviate from that.
That's fine, I'll take you wherever. I was just letting you know what I was told.
That's fine. I'm just looking at everybody else.
I don't think going into the catacombs really is a smart idea.
We should find Gertruda before we go anywhere else. And after we get the skull, because we know the safe path there.
Probably a good idea.
Alright, so up and over the walls to the northeast courtyard.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Alright.
Yes.
We gotta time it right. We want to go now? We waiting on anything else?
Ready when you are.
We're waiting to
Strahd-
see if somebody leaves.
He left. He didn't leave yet. He did. He didn't.
It's not dusk yet. He hasn't left.
It is.
Oh,
It is dusk. And it's been about 15 minutes afterwards. And as you guys kind of say this, and as a group, you look over to the castle. You see a fiery ember emerges from the castle's highest tower peak and cuts a blazing swath westward across the sky. You catch the barest glimpse of an onyx black steed, its mane awash with crimson flames, and a tall, richly dressed silhouette atop its back. And then the air ripples around them, and both vanish into the abyss of the night sky.
Well, there goes our man.
Ambrose, I want a history check from you and use your feature.
You got it. I'd love to.
While he's doing that, did it look like Strahd left out of that north tower with the
South
beating
tower?
heart? South tower, okay.
Hold on.
Nice.
I'll roll it for fun.
Nice. You remember
28.
everything.
Ooh.
Ambrose, as you're watching this, you, being who you are,
Uh-huh.
you sometimes could recognize knights across the battlefield because of the shape of their horse. You know the shape of that horse. That's Bucephalus. That was Strahd's horse.
Wait, Bucephalus can't fly? What's going on? Ambrose just says out loud as he stares up into this, burning
It's
How do you know?
Sunshine.
He's a bat.
But Bucephalus is a warhorse. That doesn't make any sense.
Strahd
The
used to
dude
be
turned
a
into a
man,
bat.
a knight. You know, now he's a vampire. Who knows what he's done to his horse?
Ambrose looks a little worried when you say that. Fly on Bucephalus.
Maybe Nadezha could learn.
Dude. Nadezha, can you fly? Ambrose just... Oh, wait, she's not here.
She's not there. She's more than a mile away.
Yeah, never mind.
Funny if she was like,
Don't
yeah, I
say
can
that
fly.
out
You just
loud.
never asked. You just never
Like,
asked.
We have to
Oh,
ask.
I have a flying mount? Cool.
Bruh.
When did I get that training? I didn't spend the gold on that.
All right. So, and you see Muriel's counting you guys. There's there's 9 of you going.
I'm real light.
Yeah, they're still gonna. Yeah. Okay. I can get 5. It's gonna have to take 2 runs.
All right.
Who should go first then?
Take me first.
Those of you who can hide and be stealthy should probably go first, in case something happens.
So me and Zare.
Me as well.
All right. Who's going on the first run?
That's 3. Daru? What?
Doria's like, yeah, I can go.
All right.
So that's 4, and then the rest, the 5 will go last.
I'll
Shouldn't
go in
Shouldn't
the
Zare?
second batch.
I'll go with Bailey. Shouldn't Zare go with you though? He's a frontliner as much as I am,
I am capable, yes.
and quiet too.
All right. So who's going on the first run?
Phil,
Isaac.
Zare, Isaac.
And
Ambrosi and Doru.
No, Ambrosie's not going to go first.
Oh,
He's
okay.
waiting for it.
Then Doru, 4.
all right. Muriel kind of gets you guys in position. You guys watch, and you can see the way these figures go.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to do this. Phil,
Yes.
do you think it would be wise for me to use that clairvoyance token there? Or would you rather have it? It's fine either way. Just think of how you would use it.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
You know, maybe we can utilize it to find Gertrude.
Gertruda.
Gertruda.
Doru corrects you.
So.
All right, just making sure. Very well then.
All right. So those of you who are going to the first, you kind of get lined up. A couple of the ravens start getting up in the air, making swarms above you all. You get lined up close to the edge of this chasm. And Muriel's watching, and those who want to watch, you can too. You can easily see the pattern of these figures moving. You see, in the front, there's 2 on this, and then on the side, you can see there's 2, and they kind of break up the parapet and walk back and forth. And Muriel counts. All right, go. And I need everybody who's on the first run to roll a stealth check at advantage.
Yeah.
Will do.
Woohoo.
And Doru is the NPC that's going on the first run, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He should be good at stealth, right?
Woohoo.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like was anybody else going? There's only 4 going in the first run.
Because we have 9 of us, right? So it's either
Doru,
5.
right?
Yeah, Doru rolled.
Does Irina want to go?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Rena will go because Doru was going. Let's see. I don't think I have her stuff yet. All right.
She specifically tells Irina, "Be careful. Stay with one of them until I get over there."
Still not. I got Doru with me. It's fine.
No,
And those of you are picked up and flown over, and you're taken pretty high, and you can see how you can't even see the bottom of this chasm. And you remember sitting, those of you who were in the who have ever visited the village of Barovia, how high this castle loomed over that village. You know, if anything happens and you dropped, you're done. There would be nothing to save you. And let me get...
Except Bailey.
You guys are deposited. And, like, you guys are going to be there for, like, 12 seconds. So I'm going to wait until everybody gets over to see what happens. And then I'll deal with maps as I need to. So the next round, you see a bunch of ravens come back. and pick up the rest of you, and I need you all to make stealth checks.
Everybody again, or just round 2?
The round 2 people. Whoever has not... The first group got over without being noticed. I need the second group to roll stealth at advantage.
Okay. Oh, good.
Hey! Hey!
Stealth with advantage. Boink, boink. 11.
Oh,
there you
no.
go.
Oh!
So 8.
Oh, no!
Everybody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
Irina, Esmeralda.
Irene already went over. Esmeralda already rolled. Okay. As you guys are kind of flying over, you notice one of these figures that as you guys are flying over, and the other ones who had, they look gaunt and skeletal, but they still have flesh on them, and they're kind of in, like, mismatched armor. And they have long bows on them and long swords. One of them stops and starts to look up at the sky. Does anybody do anything in reaction? I would say those who are flying over notice this. And does anybody have anything?
I will cast Silent Image.
Okay.
And can we all be contained within like a 15-foot cube? Are we that close to each other or no?
Barely.
I would try to create an image of just a cloud. You know, a dark cloud.
What's
over
your
us.
what's your spell DC?
It is 15. 15 investigation, I believe it is. Intelligence investigation.
Okay. Let me roll it real quick. As you do this, does it move with you?
I don't think this one does. No, it says you can use your action to cause the image to move at any spot within range. I would try to keep it over us.
Okay. All right, cool. As you do this, you see this figure look, and then it looks away. And you guys find yourselves landing with the rest of your party. And let me get the map up.
Here we go! Nice.
Good shit. Alright, I think it got everybody on this
I had
map.
concerns.
Should we take a break?
I had javelin throwers. Thank you.
We could totally take a break. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Quick break.
take a break. Good job. Good call, Jason.
We need
So they were
to throw
skeletons,
God at
right?
Ambrosi.
What?
We just need to throw God at Ambrosi.
Yeah. Can't you just like throw God at him or something? That's how fate works, right? Yeah. It's complicated. It's a complicated question.
I would need some holy water.
The power of the morning wood compels you. Okay. Were they
Power of Christ compels you.
Yeah.
Sorry, the power of the morning lord compels you.
Thank you. We gotta keep in theme here. It's D&D.
Yeah, okay.
Been thinking
Sorry,
last week about how
I'm a little
Isaac
bit
will react.
tired, so
It's all good. No worries, Dova.
you can
What happened?
excuse the lack of enthusiasm.
Or you could just do it.
Hold on, let me check.
I can't.
Yeah, 'cause you had like hours in Vallaki you didn't want to do
Could
that.
I just? Oh, it says once a day when you finish a short rest. Can I? I would have used I would have not gone in here without using that.
When did you take a short rest?
When we got back to town, like I
You're
in
fine.
Vallaki.
You can take it. I'm just fucking with you, Brett.
Hey,
Oh, okay. You're like, yo, I'm gonna start keeping a timer.
Go.
I do time this game. I do time it, actually. That's why you guys get interrupted sometimes.
There is an API, I think, in Roll20 where you can set up a clock.
I'm
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
just lazy and use my phone or my watch. Now that I have a watch again, I love it. Thanks, babe. Oh, I need to
Back.
get the.
I'm sorry.
Hello. It's
Okay.
okay. You
You've been
did
on-
a whole drive thing today.
Yeah, we were driving for like 10 hours with 2 little kids, so I'm eating
Damn.
everything that I did not eat while driving.
All good.
Aw,
You were doing big. Totally get it. All right.
how dare you put your family first?
I'm so hungry.
So you guys finally do land, and I'll move you back to the map. You guys do a ping. You see this courtyard northeast of the keep is enclosed by towering walls. A stone carriage house with hinged wooden doors stands silent in the corner where the outer walls meet. Across from the carriage house, a slender wooden door reinforced with iron bands leads into the keep. You guys still see on even the outer walls there are figures moving about. You know you need to be sneaky and careful. What are you guys doing?
Are tokens on there somewhere?
Yes.
It's okay. Oh,
Is it like we ping a bazillion?
it's so dark.
Yeah, if you don't have dark
Yeah,
vision, do you see it, Jason?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Focus on
see-
my eyes, Isaac.
Ah.
Are you being loud?
No.
No. No.
Cast Thaumaturgy, and I scream, Strahd! Strahd! No.
What are you guys doing? You see this door? I know it's just a door symbol.
Oh god, I can't see. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
We should be near the servants' quarters, right? I kind of whisper, and immediately I want to move out of sight, like if I can, to like maybe, I don't know, go up against the building, lean down.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bailey's gonna grab Isaac's hand. Stay with
I
me.
grab Isaac's hand too.
Daisy chained.
Bailey chain as she like pulls the others. Shh.
Clank, clank, clank.
Bryce. What? Pulls him over to like the wall or something just
Maybe
to.
you're going away from everybody.
Yeah, can you pull me behind Isaac, guys? Because I can't. I'm holding.
Follow me. And she's gonna pull them like into this darker area. Just
Okay.
very, very quietly.
Are
Just
we getting mine?
shh.
I have no idea
Okay.
what Bailey went, by the way. I'm so lost.
Bill, what are you doing in front of this door?
I want to check it for traps. If it looks
Investigation
clear. Thank you. If it looks clear, check to see if it's unlocked. If it's not, then try to unlock it.
And it's true that there's no windows on this building.
Not that you can see now.
Okay.
I will assist Bill.
Oh, how are you assisting Phil? That's fine. Yeah, we'll take
No,
the
on
19.
the
It's
lock
fine. We'll
picking,
take the
sorry.
19. I'm just
Yep.
fucking with you. You're fine, Jason. It seems fine, but you can definitely tell the door is gonna need a good little push to open, like a
Oh.
strength check
doesn't-
to open.
It is unlocked.
Yeah, it's just stuck.
Okay. Zara, you want to help me push the door open as quietly as possible?
Let us commence.
All right,
Alright.
I both need a strength check and a stealth check from you two.
Yikes.
Alright. I'm gonna let him do the strength, because it's probably hard.
It's not, but okay.
All right,
You want to use
Then-
it?
if Zara's the only one doing it, then Zara make me a strength and a stealth check.
Hey, all right.
So. I'm assist. Okay.
You go, and you guys didn't stay outside as much as I thought you would, but I had to do all the maps anyways. Alright. Come on, get everybody over. Hi,
Why-
Berber.
I was like, I heard a Kit Kat.
That was Burr.
Yeah, he wants the laser. He's harassing me.
Harassing you.
Yeah.
No.
Holy crap. This map is massive.
These maps are fucking huge.
Yeah, holy shit.
Wish I could see them.
Right? I can't
Once
see
once
shit.
we get inside, I will like cast light or something so that they can see.
What do you
Hang on.
We'll see.
I'm gonna flip you two around. There, you shoulder open the door. You see everything in this room is coated with dust, including a large, heavy table in the center of the floor. A thick book lies open on the desk with an equal and quill next to it. There's a broken door to the north wall, and a staircase in the south wall plunges into darkness. On each side of the staircase, a skeletal figure draped in gleaming chainmail stands sagging at attention, holding a rusty halberd. A withered corpse lies slumped against the table, unmoving. A dried trail of blood leads from it to the steps leading down. You going in?
Mm-hmm.
You can go in. You should be able to move yourself.
He'll scan the room for any. I guess not. He's not worried about traps because it looks old as F in here.
Those who want to go into the room can.
All right, so
I
I think this will be most useful now since we're up above ground. I guess I'll cast Arcane Eye.
Are you in the room? You haven't moved on my map. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it outside first. And
Okay.
then so I can see through this thing pretty much at all times up till an hour, as long as I'm concentrating on it. And has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. Looking every direction.
I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, I would say give it like a token.
Hang on, I'm trying to. I don't have like an eye token.
Can you just give me a zombie and just change the stat and just make it small?
Hang on. Come on. I just kind of want to be funny. Use this token. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna use.
Hey, what is this?
Hey,
It's got 30 feet of night vision.
Nice. It's a chicken. Oh, it's a little dragon.
It's a cockatrice.
Chicken dragon. Cockatrice, okay. Cool. I can't move it right now, but
I know. I'm trying to.
that's fine.
Controlled by Otis. All right, you should be able to move it now.
Yes. I whisper to you guys. I have my arcane eye up. You can't see it, but it's right there. We only have it for an hour. Then that's it. So I suggest we put it to good use now. I'm just going to have it float down this passage.
Okay. All right, let me get to
And-
the other map. And I'll get you to the map. Nobody else move on that other map, miss. I can only see one map at a time. So, Otis, I'm going to drag you to this map.
Well, okay. I remember this though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Great. I say to you guys, down below is that quarter. that leads back to the dining kitchen area with the skull.
We're already
If it-
there.
If you remember, right? We came down, met Strahd, fought in that corridor, went south, and then you guys were looking for an exit, and it was that hall with the steps that led way back up, and the hall dead ended at a gate. You remember, right?
Oh, we should have to pass through the servants' quarters, down the
Yes.
secret entrance to get there.
Yes. But I don't see anybody down there.
You don't? You don't?
I don't see a token. Oh! Well, as I have it move forward, I go, wait a second! Shit, there's someone in the corridor. Zooming in, trying to look at this guy's token.
Enhance.
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 Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Enhance.
Yes. What is it? NCIS?
Yeah.
Like, snapshot in. Do we have a screenshot of this guy? Hold on real quick.
Is it the beast guy?
Yes.
Yeah, he works in the kitchen. In
Yeah.
that hallway.
What is he doing? Is he going someplace?
You see, he's just shuffling back and forth. He's just kind of going this way, stops, looks around, kind of perks his ear up.
He mumbles to himself.
I put my finger to my mouth to be like very quiet.
I'll grumble.
Everybody make stealth checks.
Can we get advantage because we saw it coming?
Roll stealth checks.
Okay.
Are we considered complete darkness?
Right now you are.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I get advantage. I'm essentially invisible.
Can I use my inspiration to reroll?
If you have it, sure.
I do. That's really bad.
Two.
It don't matter. Rosie trips over rabbit.
Oh, that's much better. I'll take that.
And
Well, it's a group track. Maybe we're good. No.
Okay.
his ear cocked. He kind of narrows his eyes and starts shuffling back.
You see me relax, and I just mouth to those who can see in the dark that he's going back the other way. I whisper really lightly, just give me a few seconds to explore here. We want to get as much as we can out of this thing before it goes away. I'm gonna go down the hall. And there's this door that's open to the north. I want to dip inside real quick. And nobody looks like they're in here. He probably was in here.
You can tell this is the kitchens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry, there are so many things in this map.
Yeah, I'm not sticking around. If my goal is I'm looking for other people at the moment. So if I don't see anything, you don't gotta give me
kitchens.
okay. So yeah, I dip back out, and is this gap between this door big enough to fit? What is this thing? The size of it is like
1
a
inch.
coin. Yeah, 1 inch. Can I squeeze through there? Or under the door?
Yeah. I'll get you over.
Okay. The only problem with this thing is I can't hear. Alright. Empty. I whisper to you guys.
You look up
Mhm.
behind you, because over the walls, and you see Arganbus' skull.
Yes. Skull's in there. It's right in that dining room. It's mounted where it was. There's a kitchen that he's working in. The grunt guy, the bear-looking guy. But he's just kind of walking back and forth at the moment. We may be able to get down there and trap him in the kitchen and deal with him, because there's no exits out of the kitchen. But hold on.
You see,
Yeah.
the doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors that you came through are not. And above those eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon.
Right here, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, the ones you came through.
Oh, sorry. Okay, right here. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're fine. You're okay.
Okay. I remember where this leads. Can I squeeze through the crack in this door?
Yeah, there seems to always be just enough room through these doors to get through.
Weird.
What's door?
You find yours? Huh?
Go for it. No, go for it.
No, you're fine. You see this room in shambles. Furniture everywhere, as it looks. I'll give descriptions when the party actually gets through.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I remember, us being here. I say to you guys, I'm in the place where we fought Strahd. And I'm gonna continue down that corridor. I've relayed back to you guys. The whole passage is empty. It looks like it's just. Well, maybe just him down here. All right, I'm gonna reverse course, and I'm gonna go back to the room with Argynvar's skull.
Okay.
And
Done.
I want to check that door to the south.
Okay. Bop.
Okay.
You
Yeah, go for it.
you see the archway, right?
Yes.
You see what you see, yeah.
Okay.
You see rows of the silent figure standing unmoving.
Do they? Oh my God. Do they look like zombies?
As
Right?
Otis? Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Sounds like you're having fun.
At the far end of the corridor, you see a lonely wooden spoon that's abandoned up on the stonework.
Tinu's here.
Oh my god.
And you notice as you're going by some of these zombies, you see faint clouds of reddish mist spilling from their mouths of the white-skinned undead.
Ooh.
I shake my head and I go.
You
I thought
see
it was
this
just-
one at the end
Yes.
is missing its legs.
Ugh.
Huh. Fuck. Okay.
So it's on the ground then, or is it standing up with its torso?
Prone on the ground.
Okay.
Yes. If you remember the room with Argynvar's skull in it, there was a door to the south. Just beyond that door, there's like a dozen undead, locked in kind of or standing in corrals.
What about the servants' entrance behind the mirror, Otis? Is there anyone between the skull and that secret passage?
That was up. I'm not there yet. Hold on. Okay. This then loops back around. All right. So I'm gonna reverse course. I think I know where you're talking about, Ambrosi, and I'm gonna go back north. To those steps that lead up.
You should be there.
Yes, I'm gonna go up these steps, and if I can keep going, I want to get back to the room where he's talking about that mirror.
All right. No. I don't want to create a folder.
Oh, come on. Folders are nice.
The folders are so cool.
They
That is
fold.
that is not what I wanted to do.
They can
Alright.
use wild shape to fold.
Ever just been a folder before?
Otis.
Yeah.
Folder, I hardly know her.
Okay. Yeah. Here we are. We're back here, and
You don't remember this. You remember coming down these stairs, and
Yes.
as you look up, Otis, that image that I sent you in your private channel when you and Zare ran off, you're in that area at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Got
And you remember you had to go down
Yes.
stairs upon stairs upon stairs. This floor landing that you're at, you don't even remember. It's almost like when you were in that whatever, it distorted
Okay.
the reality. So you're not quite sure where that entrance is.
Damn. Okay, it doesn't directly connect the
If
dream.
it does,
is
you
not
don't know
accurate.
the reality of it.
Yeah. I tell you, no, there's something wrong. It's not like how we remembered it in our dream. It's the heart is in that passage that would have led to the room with that mirror.
If that's
You
the case.
remember in the dream, Otis, when you were looking up, you just saw
Mhm.
shattered stone, and now that's where you see that red light emanating from.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the whole interior was shattered, but now it is actually constructed, and that thing is sitting in here, right? That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, but way up.
Yeah.
Way
But
high
way,
up.
way up. Okay. Yeah, several. Because yeah, when we accessed it, we were several floors up. Me and Sarah. I remember. Okay, got it. Damn. I say to you guys, you just hear me go, shit. Okay. I zap out of it, and I look at you guys. I go, I don't want to take up the entire game time of me mapping this place. You know, you guys actually do something, right?
No, do it.
Essentially, I'm asking you. I can keep looking around, and y'all can, or we can start making actions together. What y'all want to do? You know.
Well, you have 1 hour with your thing, right?
Yeah.
So
I see
I
you
would
looking
say
around,
give
or we can move.
what you can.
Okay. I go back down the steps then, and wait, up north here. That was this cobwebs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You couldn't see down the hall.
Gotcha.
So you going back down the stairs?
Yeah, I'm going back down the stairs.
Okay. Alright. Let me pull you, Otis. You should be there now.
Okay.
I think I gotta pull your cockatrice over. Hang on. Open, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. It should give you the same permissions.
The good thing though is.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I say to you guys, I'm whispering. I do want to get back over here to check on what old boy is doing, in the hallway. I just want to keep the sensor in there to monitor this guy. But I say to you guys, the good thing, I guess, is that tower's reconstructed because it was collapsed in the dream. If you can visualize, if you remember where we were, we could go up to the 3rd floor, but that heart is in there. And his weapons lining the walls. I don't know if we want to trek through that tower. I mean, but it could be a shortcut up to the 3rd floor. That's all I'm saying.
What do y'all think?
If we look on the images that was given to us, what is this link? So we're near the we're near where we should be, I believe, right? So we have to be near the North Tower, right?
Yes. Makes the most sense.
Yeah. So north goes to the North Tower. Okay. With that in mind, that we're closer. We could on the map here, the black and white map with the lines and stuff. We could go kind of left and go up the North Tower to where the heart is at, or we can go the route that I was going to take. Okay, so yeah, go south. So I go back south, past the zombies to that staircase that looked like it wound up.
Okay.
And I go up that staircase.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. Sorry, it's a lot of big maps, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're good.
Take your time, babe.
Can you see yourself?
Yes. Okay.
You see where you're at?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You don't feel anything, but you know that going through here physically is going to be a pain in the ass with the webs.
Okay. I tell you, yeah, quarter full of webs into.
As it looks.
Okay.
You find yourself in a room. You just see a shit ton of mirrors here, just discarded. And you, this high dome ceiling caps a 30-foot wide octagonal room. But where you were before, you'd seen frescoes, but the images were impossible to make out. And you see yourself now here. Sorry, I have notes everywhere for this place. And you see.
Yeah, sorry to make you.
No, you're okay. You're
Stuff
okay.
in a minute.
It's okay. You see leaning against the walls are mirrors of various sizes, some as tall as a human and others small enough to fit in the backpack.
Right. Did we? I don't think our note said anything about mirrors.
Do you think that's the south tower stair?
Yes. Yeah, towards the south. South of where Argavas' skull is. Through the door, there's a passage past the zombies. Then up a flight of steps into. How many floors did it feel like I went up those
One.
steps? Okay.
There's more that it goes up further.
Okay.
It's
Makes
just the
sense.
first. But
There's
this
a
is
room with a
you
bunch
can
of
tell
mirrors,
it's
yeah.
not the same stairs that like you guys were taken up to your guest rooms in.
Yeah. Our dream memories are off. Which I tell you guys, so you're not super reliable. They kind of are, but All right, yeah, I continue to go up. Room with I just tell you guys, just it's a room with a bunch of magical looking mirrors, just like a bunch of them. But that's not what we're looking for. I go up.
All right.
Jesus, this place is huge. Okay.
Uh-huh. Kinda-
That's such good notes, Brent, because I got like vague descriptions.
Okay, so going up the steps, you come up to a level where there's an area with a bunch of mirrors and cobwebs. Then, if you go up from that level, just on top of it is a area where it looks like a small armory, with weapons, and then there is a dilapidated meeting room. But still no one. It looks abandoned. I'll go up another floor.
So, like, you're going up the stairs, you see, like, at the stairwell, you see a hallway full of mirrors outside the stairwell, basically?
Out the stairwell is a passage that leads to that area. It's full of cobwebs. But at the end of that passage is where there's these rooms. Okay, we're out on
Fog
the...
surrounds you.
Oh, shit.
You are outside the castle. And going
If you
that
go
way
all-
would
Mhm.
that way would lead you to the outer pair of hit walls.
Gotcha, okay. Can I see in these windows?
There's curtains covering them.
Damn. Okay. Do the curtains look familiar? Like the Esther's room? Okay. Because this looks like that area almost.
Almost.
They use the same zombie decorator.
Okay, here we are. Success.
Let me
Is this
post it in your
Gertruda?
channel. Let me post it in something in your channel real quick. That is the person you see.
Okay.
You see on a large bed, canopied by silk curtains, sitting with its headboard against the wall. Can't really make out what's on the headboard. But lying amid the velvet and satin sheets and bedclothes is a young woman in a nightgown.
Alright, I describe her quickly to,
How does Otis
Daru.
describe her? Mm-hmm.
Her face, big eyes, kind of silvery blue, brown hair, long. Does that sound like Gertruda?
Doru nods. And then realizes you can't see him, and yes. Where is she?
All right. When we go in, we have Argynval's skull room. It's right above the doorway. We have to grab that, and if we travel south, there's a chamber with a bunch of undead. They may be noisy if they see us. I don't know, there's like more than a dozen of them. But south past that are these stairwells I was just talking about. You go up one stairwell, there's a passage that leads out, that goes down to the mirror area. You don't go down there, you just keep going up the stairwell, you come to the area with the armory, and that's all cobwebbed out. But the stairs empty out up top onto a ledge that wraps around the inner area of the castle. The undead walking along the outer walls can see that vantage point. But anyway, it's a balcony area that wraps around the outside of the castle, and there's her windows, and she's laying on the bed.
So we're going?
Wait, hold on. We have to pass through how many zombies to get to a stairwell in order to get to the parapet?
Well,
to go
the
over
good
a
thing
balcony
is
to get
that
to...
the zombies are all inside of a dead-end type of corralling area, so you could just maybe run past that entrance. It's not like they're on both sides of us. It's a hallway, and then there's another kind of side hall, and down that corridor you can see these corrals of just undead. And
they're fenced in?
Were they
No.
fenced in, or were no? They, I guess if they see you, they may come out. But yes, we would have to go past that area. If past that area, then all the way up the steps, wrap around the balcony, and then there's the windows, which lead directly into Gertruda's room.
And Esmeralda speaks up, if we're on the outside, whatever's patrolling it, we're gonna have to sneak past, and we've got some loud ones here.
It'll be a fight if we go on the parapet.
Well, if the zombies have to run through a confined area to get to us, I can always spike growth that area.
True. That's actually the thing we probably want to do, if anything. I mean, they would have to march through it.
Is there no other way to her room other than this path, Otis?
Well, let me finish. I will wrap around. As you can see, I'm moving this token.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of seeing it as you see it.
And Jesus Christ. Okay, so then that goes back.
It leads
to the
back
walls.
out. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can see the heart through the window from here.
You can't see it through there, but you can see the red light kind of coming down. You know you're several levels closer to it.
Is this a gate or a window?
It's an open archway.
Oh! I'm standing at it like I couldn't go through it for some reason. All right, sorry. And I would go around to the side. Okay, so that links back north. Jesus Christ.
Told you I worked hard on this castle.
Appreciate your time. This is crazy. Okay.
That would lead you out to the further parapets, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Steps lead down.
Steps leads up and down.
Okay. Let's go down the steps.
You gonna go down the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're near the ones that go up, so go around.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna make you do it. Oh wait, you're going the outside steps down?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to go down the circle steps that I was in.
Okay. I was wondering why you suddenly went.
No, I thought you wanted me to move my token back around to the other area. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. There's a passage. Oh, wait a minute. No. Sorry.
Mm-hmm,
I didn't know that was a passage.
I had a reason, Brett.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
It's not a passage. You barely catch it. It's kind of up. You would have to climb up to get to it. Granted, being what you are at the moment, you can just easily kind of get through.
I'm just hearing waka 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 waka. This is
Oh
Pac-Man.
shit. Okay, these steps go down. Could I have the sensor? Well,
I just imagine we're just hearing Otis
Is
going,
Yeah, you're hearing
shit.
Otis. Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
are these all statues?
Yeah.
If you're gonna stop and take the time to look, I'll describe.
Yeah, I will look at one of
Okay.
these statues real quick.
Yeah, you see dark alcoves line the walls of this long hall. The ceiling has fallen here, leaving rubble strewn across the floor. Overhead, the beams of Ravenloft's roofs are exposed. Lightning from the dark clouds above sporadically illuminates the hall, lighting the faces of life-sized human statues in the alcoves. Each visage is frozen in terror.
Not good. Okay. I will go south and I'll see if there's a way to get through this door.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Huh. Okay. I grab Daru's arm and I go, I found the entranceway directly into a room, not from the window, but from inside of the castle. But it's a long trip around unless we go up this passage with this heart.
Well, then we
I'll
go
get
up
to
the
this-
passage with the heart.
I look at Sarah. I'm like, I don't know.
Doesn't the passage with the heart have no one else inside of it?
Yes, but
It is not that simple. There's something in there, but
I'm not sure it's not sentient.
I forgot to put
Dulce.
light in here. My bad.
Do you mean it's a glowing
light
red
in here.
heart? What does it matter?
If that's the heart of this castle, I'm looking. It has tremendous power. It must. I don't think we should be messing with that right now. I mean, if we need to run, if that's what you want to do, we can do that, or we can go take the passage through the zombies. But let me hurry up and
Are you zooming through this
finish
room,
this.
or are you looking
Yeah.
around it? Oh, okay. You see
No,
a blazing hearth.
Okay,
You see a
fine.
bunch
I'll
of
look at the
books.
hearth.
No, you just see a bunch of. You look at
Oh,
it
a
for a
bunch of
second.
books.
A bunch of books. You also see above the hearth is a portrait, and I'll send you the picture. Of a woman with red hair and a very familiar face.
Okay, it's her. Tatiana, or that's how you pronounce her name. No. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Okay. Well. Damn.
You look closer at it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm really checking this out.
I'm just gonna send you the text.
Okay. You guys just would see that I would look at Irina for a second here.
Looking at you curiously.
All right, we'll return to that. But I'm gonna go to this south door.
Okay.
And okay, and then this west. Yes, I guess this west door. Is that a? Oh man.
You're in a bathtub. It's there. You're not.
Uh,
You're in a bathing room, and that tub is stained
Jesus.
with blood.
oh,
Ew, okay.
It's old.
Jesus. Okay.
And behind the archways, probably a closet. See iron hooks. See black capes and formal wear.
Are these windows?
Those are windows, yes. The curtains
Okay.
are drawn.
They're drawn. Okay. Jesus.
Had to use your trick.
yeah. It's a good trick. All right, I go back through.
Going through the store?
Yeah. I tell you guys, essentially, there's many different rooms in here, but I found a way to get inside of the castle and approach Gertruda's chambers from the inside of the castle instead of the exterior windows. But that path goes through. There's a chamber full of knights that's off to the side. There's a path full of blood off to one side. There's an interesting portrait. I'll go through this door to the east here. If we can get her to open the windows and let herself out onto the balcony, that may be best instead of trying to go through these chambers.
If you wish to risk the parapets, I cannot go with you.
The good thing is that the interior, I haven't seen anyone
You can go up or down.
besides Gertruda.
Where you're at.
I go down.
Go down? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's mostly empty. So maybe going through the interior would be best.
No, I don't want to create a folder. I'm trying to move Brent.
Folders.
You come to a landing, you can go down or up.
Yeah, I continue. Oh, you mean I can go out onto this? I'll go out into this chamber here.
Okay.
Through this door. Oh!
You come into this, because you're going to... I know Otis would stop here for a second.
Hell yeah!
You see dusty scrolls and tombs line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor around 4 heavy wooden chests filled with sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors on the east and the west walls. In the center of this cluttered stands a dark, great black death. A figure crouches atop a tall stool, scratching on a seamlessly ending scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, a tasseled rope hangs from a hole in the ceiling. And you see that it's a corpse-like figure atop the stool. That once was an elderly man, clad in a hide-collared, once crisp white linen shirt, a deep brown vest, and light pink ascot, all of which have grown faded and rotted with the ravages of age. His thinning, white-haired comb-over is nearly parted over his pallid, wrinkled forehead, and his gaunt, ashen gray face is framed by an impressively thick pair of mutton chops. His near skeletal hands tremble slightly as he scribbles along a crumbling parchment scroll, his gray eyes never once looking away from what he's writing.
Whoa. Okay. Jesus. All right. Is there a way to go under this door to the west here?
There's
Let's go
always
under that
just
one.
enough room. You've been in this room
Okay.
before. You know
Yes.
exactly where you're at.
Uh-huh. The
Mhm.
throne room, I say. Still no one. I would go north.
Mhm.
Okay.
Going down those?
Yes.
Alright. Let me...
The good thing we have going for us here is the place is mostly empty. Like, I did just pass a chamber with a strange undead creature writing in books, scrolls all around him, and a tassel dangling on the roof or on the ceiling.
Why wouldn't it let me grab you?
Would you like to make a folder?
Yes, I would. Thank you. Alright, you should be...
folders.
You should see where you're at now.
Yes. Huh. Okay. Shit. Okay, this, if I go down these steps, is going to lead to the front.
Yeah, those are the double pair of stairs you came down.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Right to the front of the castle. Okay. These are obviously the front doors, and
Can't wait for the rest of you guys to see this map.
sorry,
I'm sure
guys.
we'll be just as impressed.
You going up or down there?
Down.
Okay. Alright. Hang on. Roll20's getting pissed at me swapping all these maps. Hang on, I gotta reload it.
At any time, guys, you can tell me like, "Hey, let's stop. We can stop." Because
I can't see.
As long as you remember everything.
I know,
for next
right?
week.
That's
Exactly.
another thing. Is that like?
I love that.
I hope
Aaron,
you better have
same
grid paper.
thing.
You
I'm
better
like,
have grid
Brett is
paper
doing
out
this?
writing a map.
Oh my god.
Okay, hang on,
I
Brent.
can't.
I'm
I
getting,
can't see what you're doing. I know.
Hey, at least-
physically can't see if I
This
wanted
is
to do it.
very useful, like indeed. But I feel bad for everybody sitting around.
Have
for a
you?
while.
So the only question that Ambrosi would have is: have you found a path to Gertruda that doesn't take us through the heart room or the parapets?
There is probably a path. I think so. It
There you
will
go.
require us going up.
These are what you
okay.
did went down. Yep.
Yeah, it will require us going up the room, with the tower with the heart. That's the.
There's no.
Are you on the map, Brett?
Huh?
You on the map?
Yes.
You see?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm right here.
Hold your question, Ambrose. I hear you.
Okay.
You're fine. I know. Because
No, he's fine here. How are you?
now you know where I am, Brent. Now you
yes.
can answer that question.
Gone. Okay. Yes. If we come inside, just down these steps where old boy is patrolling, or bear man, there is a door that leads south to steps. Up
You know
those
the
steps.
doors to your left are.
Yep, that's the skull, right,
Okay.
right there.
Yep.
Okay. So far, yes, actually there is an alternative way, and it doesn't look like there's anybody around, really. We come down this passage, we go into the hallway, we go into the room to grab Argynvoth's skull. You'll see. Then we return back to the hall where our man is patrolling. There's a passage that goes south. We head up those steps. That would take us to the main floor, right near the entrance to the castle. We cross the entrance of the castle, up the steps, and then we go south. And once we go south, that will connect us to the throne room. Down south of the throne room, that takes us to where this is passage of this man. The only person in, but okay, so it looks like we had two routes right now from what I found. One, we can three. One, the original route. We take the outer walls. We can go inside, go north. I'm sorry.
Fight the zombies. Yes.
Fight the zombies, then go all the way up, empty out onto the inner wall, and then there's sentries on the outer walls that can see that position. We can try to go along the outer walls to where we see Gertruda's windows. We can try to get her to open the windows. If she cannot, then we can continue further along, wrapping all the way around, entering back into the hall with the Tower of the Beating Heart, and then from there we can access her room through several other rooms. That's a long way. Or the route that I described previously to that, going through the main entrance.
Or directly through the heart.
The heart,
Stairwell.
exactly. Yes, we immediately come in, and we go up the steps to the room with the heart, and we can cycle up to whichever room we want to empty out into on that one. But I don't know, that chamber. I implore you, looked. If it felt evil.
Then, if we are to avoid the heart room, as Zer and Otis have suggested, I recommend we don't risk the window, we don't risk the parapet, and we go through the main entrance, past the throne room as Otis has found.
Going through the main entrance is so risky, though.
But there's no one there, and there's no danger of that.
That he can see.
Okay, really quick, I want to go back to the floor with the main entrance.
You should be on that. Oh, sorry, you were down. Sorry, you were on
I
another
went
map.
down.
How do you
Yeah,
get? Okay, you're gonna go this
I
way.
go back that way, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay. Got it. Okay, and you go up those
Yep.
steps.
Back up the steps.
Okay.
Yep. Come out here, main
Okay.
entrance.
Mhm.
Okay. And I still haven't seen any of the other
Brides.
vampires.
No.
Brides or any of those other folks. I'm going to try to go to this. Oh, that's actually that exit out. Actually, I'll go through here.
They're not here.
I mean, this place is gigantic. Okay. That leads
He
back
hasn't seen
outside.
Escher's room yet.
I have not. I go back in and back through door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And-
close them behind you because you don't need to open and close them. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go south to the Okay, this is where we ate our food with Strahd.
Yep.
Nobody's in here. It's completely.
And then if you
empty.
go east from that, you'll get to the chapel.
Yes, go back up.
Doing quick
Little
peeks.
chamber.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm zooming. And the chapel. The chapel has a balcony up on another floor, right?
Yeah, just looking above it.
You
There-
can't see it from where you're at. Only for only 30 feet of vision.
Gotcha. Now, just outside of the room we're in, like right here, right here,
Mm-hmm.
those windows connect to the chapel. If we get through those windows, the chapel leads directly to the main entrance.
And that leads to the throne room, which leads us to Gertruda.
If we try to get through these windows, I would fly up to that balcony.
Can it fly?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it can move in any direction.
Okay. All right, cool. Let me get you.
This
to
is
the
my
map.
big buck spell, 4th level spell.
No, you're fine. Use it. I'm not mad. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly and getting you where you need to go.
More specifically, it can hover like a beholder, so it's like an orb. Just
All right, Brett. You should be on the next map.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, there's a walls here, but I will fly south.
Mm-hmm.
I
Are
still
you trying to
see
get on the
no one.
balcony?
Yeah.
You are on the balcony.
there should be a hallway west where we found the painting of the Brightblade, and beyond that is the throne room.
Yup. Correct.
Mhm.
I would open these doors and fly, go through. And yes. Okay. Yep.
If we can get to the throne room, we can get to any part of the castle we need to without going through the heart room, it sounds like.
Yes. Yep. I still haven't found the catacombs. I'm gonna try going down next.
Where?
So I will go,
Should be a second staircase in the chapel that you take down.
yep. I'll go back into the room with old boy
Mm-hmm.
and float back down these steps.
Got it. Appreciate your patience with me moving you around.
It is no problem.
How far down do you float?
Um,
Because floating one level gets you here.
yeah, let's go down again.
Okay. Alright. Make sure you're in the right spot on this map. You are. Alright. Let me find you without making a folder. Okay. Should be good there now.
Yep. Okay. And
They go down.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Okay. Yeah. Can I continue to go
Okay.
down?
Okay. I just want to. I want to make sure I
No,
don't
you
want
are
to
fine. You are
'Cause-
okay.
get it. All right. And this dumps out. Here. If you're gonna go to exploring here, we might have to go to the other channel.
These gotta be the catacombs.
You're gonna go, Nate?
What?
You're gonna
Okay. Oh yeah, I keep going.
Okay.
Oh
Come to
my
the other
God.
channel with me.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
What
Have
is
fun.
this?
The inside chat.
All right, so we're not
Yeah,
playing.
anyway.
I have concerns.
I kind of get the path that we're gonna take. There, when we were in the dream world, right? And you went east from the skull. Remember that hallway?
Yeah.
There were a set of stairs on the far side.
Yeah, that we went up and then we poofed somewhere else.
If we take those stairs up in the real world, they lead us to the dining hall. Isaac, do you remember those stairs that we took to go down to the wine cellar? Yeah, that's the stairs Otis found. So we take that back up, and then we go back to the main entrance hall, just north of the dining room where we all ate. We take those stairs up. That's the throne room up there.
Mm.
And apparently south of that throne room, because Strahd didn't take us that way, south of that throne room takes us to Gertruda.
Oh,
That's how we get there. I did not know that there were stairs beyond that throne room, because I thought the wall ended at the throne, but...
This is exciting.
All I remember is this. Wait, that wasn't the throne room. That was the What even was the room we fought Strahd in? What was it? That wasn't the throne room, right?
Like a dining hall area. It's
Yeah, it was like a dining hall.
The hallway that Zare went down in the dream world is the kitchen where the beast guy is. That's like patrolling around. That same place. That's where he is right now.
The dragon's like right there. But do we want to take the dragon, or is there going to be some sort of alarm that goes off immediately?
We were probably
I
gonna
don't think it'll be immediately.
So are we fighting that beast guy? Because he seems like one of the friends
Seems
of,
nice.
but
I
like
think
he's
Wasn't
like
the beast guy like
I
a
think Isaac
friend or
and
something
these guys should
from?
talk.
Oh, that's a good call. There we go. He's a member of the family that dwells with the abbot in the abbey.
Mm.
He's one of them. He's the guy that said, "Hey, he's like more human than the rest of us. Go talk to him and find out what happened."
Yeah, I think him and Isaac should have a conversation and see if Isaac can suggest him to help out.
God, if we had him helping us, he probably knows this entire castle like the back of his hand.
Uh-huh. In worst case, we fail and we have to kill him.
I really hope we don't have to kill him. I like that guy. That guy was nice.
I agree.
But yeah, okay. I kind of get it. There must be a stairwell or something south of, or a connection to the tower that's south of the throne room.
Mm-hmm.
Because from the throne room, we can get to the chapel, which means we can go down to the catacombs.
Right.
And we still have no idea where the dungeon is.
Maybe it's below the catacombs.
Could be. Oh, we should find out from that guy, from the Beastman guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah.
He might. Cass, I was thinking, man, Otis's selection of spells are very interesting. Why does it feel familiar?
For Otis's?
What did you just cast?
I know. I
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
saying anything.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
I was gonna be like, that ain't nothing special.
I'm always waiting for the moment.
I was like, I have one 4th level spell, and I'm not wasting it on that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I have none. I don't even have 3rd level spells yet.
You have spell slots?
Yes, I do.
Or what are they, like a half caster or whatever it's called?
You guys have spells?
I get paid.
More.
No, I got Master Side Trace that I'm waiting for us to actually walk around and use.
Yeah, good plan, Stan. I have concerns about the light issue for them.
Wow. Okay. So.
All right. Beautiful.
Yippee.
Brent, do you
What
want to hold on to
happened?
that information or until next week?
No, because I will
All
not
right,
be
spit it out
responsible.
quick.
My brain sucks.
We are at time,
Okay.
so
So I tell you, okay. Essentially, if we go down these steps, we can get under the castle. I don't know exactly where it opens up, but that passage to the south, it leads up to the main floor, the main hall, but it also goes down into the catacombs of sorts. And down there is it's not pretty. There is what's her face? I guess I'll find her name.
Valenta. I'll give it to you.
Valenta. Okay, thank
The
you.
red dress, hoity-toity one.
She is sitting on a throne, and it is torture devices and all types of stuff down there. But just beyond that, there's this magnificent chamber, of a circle of stones, each one of them different colors. I would assume arcane in properties, and then there's a massive hourglass above it. But then that's all the time we have. So
Yep.
there you go.
As as Otis says that, the game pauses.
But Mom, play some.
I mean, if everybody wants to go another 30, I'll go another 30, but it's got to be unanimous.
I can't.
Fair, totally
I-
fair.
Yeah, no.
Totally fine. No hard feelings. All right.
So just so I have it down, Brent, so I can write in my notes. It's go through this door, go past the Beastman guy, get the skull, go back, go up the stairs to the main hallway, go north past the entrance room into the throne room, and then south of that throne room leads to Gertruda, right?
Yes, I believe that's pretty close.
Okay.
That's pretty close. I'm backtracking here. I might scribble. Okay. So. Don't worry, I'll have this all mapped out, guys. I got.
You're a beautiful man. Thank you.
But yeah, let me double check. But that sounds exactly right.
From my notes, what you were describing, that's the path we got to take if we want to avoid the parapets in the heart. Which it
At
sounds
least
like we
once you
do.
see the maps too, Otis, you'll be able to get through. Sorry to interrupt you, Shane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah.
you are correct. You are correct. The only thing, the problem is if we don't stop this bear guy now, he's gonna run downstairs and tell Valenta. She's like right down there, and then, she has some other pet creature in there with her, and she's gonna come running. So it's like we have to take this guy down. That's
Oh crap! Wait,
that's a prerequisite.
that's the only way into the catacombs, isn't it? That you found.
That I found, yeah.
We're gonna have to fight Valenta. Nerds.
Either that or we go exploring on the other side of the castle, But we may. She's alone. She's by herself for now. But
Yeah.
But there's also 3 other doors I saw I did go through. I don't know. The others may be behind those doors. We could always just take the chamber of the heart chamber, and just.
That sounds like a bad idea, so I'm leaning more towards no.
The blood beating heart. But yeah, I know it's late.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah.